ukapinda mumaputo ukaona mwe mukadzi unodzoka uchiti baba munangagwa uchi. I want to talk about issues that are relevant to God. If you have been to DRC, the Democratic Republic of Congo, if you have been to Mozambique, if you have been to Malawi, I have been there myself. I travel. I told myself, I can't speak about my motherland when I don't know the corners of my motherland. I have to go. I want you to know that as bad as Zimbabwe is, it is heaven when we compare it with Mozambique. I want you to know that as bad as Zimbabwe is, it is heaven when you compare it with the Democratic Republic of Congo. I want you to know that as bad as our country is, it is heaven when you compare it with Malawi. I have been there. You can't tell me what happens in Malawi. The little time I spent there in Lilongwe, I saw it with my own eyes. The statistics that I found is that 60% of the Mozambicans are still using bush toilet until today. 60% of the population of Mozambique, they don't have toilets. 65 to 80% of the girl child in Mozambique gets married between 12 to 16 years old or gets children at that age. 65 to 85%. Kana wene mwanamsikana Mozambique akashika 12 years akutoenda. It's not a government policy. The government is paralyzed. It can't stop it because of serious levels of poverty. So those who talk about loving Africa and so forth, I think people need to travel around Africa first and understand that there are some of our brothers who are living and being treated by their governments as people created by a lesser God. There are no roads in Mozambique. Zimbabwe is 10 times, 100 times better than Mozambique in terms of roads. You can't drive from Maputo to Chimoyo. You can't. I used that road. You can't. The chances of you going into an accident are 50%. On any time of the day, whether they are driving in the afternoon or in the evening, there are 50% chances that if you drive from Maputo to Chimoyo, you will have an accident because of the nature of the roads. Now, the reason why we are talking about this, it is because our continent is not well. But that our continent is not well is a secret to ourselves. Africans don't know how unwell their continent is. This is why you are easily thinking about going to Europe. You say Zimbabwe is terrible. My friend, Mozambicans jump the border to spend the whole afternoon in Mutare. They feel better when they are in Mutare. And then they are forced by the police to go back to Manica at the end of the day. As bad as our country is, they don't want to go back from Mozambique. So it's important for you to know that zvawakaita izvi ukapinda mumaputo ukaona mumwe mukadzi unodzoka uchiti baba munangagwa uchi aiwa munangagwa uchi aiwa takajaidzwa kunyika kwedu kurai imi ngatendei Mwari unotoparidza kuti ngatendei Mwari takajaidzwa tiri vanhu vasingatende.